Good morning, welcome to Morning Review. This is Kim Watson speaking on Thursday, the 7th of January. Okay, looking at the euro dollar first, and well, yesterday we ended up with this arguably a bit a bullish Harami sort of pattern coming in there. Now, this could push up a little bit further towards the 21s and the 8s, etc. We've just been reminded that there's a bit of a Gartley pattern going on here as well, which could see us, let's say, come back perhaps even further as a 61.8 retrace of this current wave. So there is the possibilities. At the moment, it's not looking obviously so bright and cheerful as we're seeing quite a big downward bar coming in from a 4-hourly perspective. And well, it's just coming back and testing its 21 moving averages on the hourly here. Now, looking from where we are, I mean, I've got a bit of a mixed bag in terms of what I'm looking at. It's already hit its daily R1, but it has got its daily pivot. I'm just looking, just nestled underneath, so we could get a bit more of a correction here. However, if it starts rallying, well, I'd probably rather be on the long side of this as it's moving with these higher lows. Now, the bigger trend sure is still down, but we could get a little bit more, at least consolidation, which may just give us a sort of a move back towards the R1. It didn't get quite extreme on the hourlies here, but didn't do a bad job of it. And there was quite a lot of money flow running into these highs, so perhaps we could see another push towards that area anyway. We'll see. However, well, a break below that daily pivot would nullify any bullish movements probably, and be looking maybe as a continuation to the downside at that point. We'll see how we run on there. Okay, the pound. Now the pound seems to be continuing this trough downwards. Pound dollar. It's I've highlighted before this 145. 64 number is a key support level before. It comes in with a monthly R1, and well, at the moment it just looks like price may just toodle off down there. I don't have any real signs of oversold at the moment, and this could just continue in that vein down. Well, say to the monthly S1, it's not that far below. Just looking at these hourlies, we're down towards the S1 on the daily sort of picture, and the S1 on the monthly is not far behind it. It looks almost inevitable, but we'll just have to wait and see how that runs. Okay, dollar yen. Should say today we've got a bit of a quieter day. It's just I'll bring the news up in just a second. But looking at the dollar yen, well, it's continued strengthening effectively. It's gone through another phase through the Asian session here. Again, this is probably more move to safety than anything else, because the Japanese data is not particularly good that's coming out. It's more a case of the Chinese data is worse. And speaking to the guys in our trading room just a moment ago, and the circuit breakers were hit on the equity markets as they within the first 30 minutes of trading through the Asian session. So there's a very nervy move there. The Chinese have reduced the fix on the yuan to their currency to weaken it some more. It's the 8th day in a row, so they've had to do that. So obviously money's moving, and money's moving in the Asian session. Do you put it into the Aussie dollar? It's not really the safest place in the world, so it's probably risk. I say not that. It's just the fact that the commodities are not doing them any good, and yen is one of the bigger currencies, one of the majors, and hence where it's going. Is the third biggest major, I should say. The pound comes slightly just underneath. Right, so there's where the money is. Is there any trades on it? There's a possibility on a break of trend line. It's already hit its S2 though. I mean, its daily pivots collect it, hit the S2, may come back and test those lows, but it doesn't make it an appealing move when it's had such a large move so early on in trading there. you just do wonder where the next move will come from there. Okay, Aussie dollar. So no surprises here to see a bit of a continuation to the downside here. It's broken that previous trend yesterday. It broke that trend. It's continued in this route. It's pretty close to those prior lows there at 70.18 sort of, or 70.16 I think it is. Yep. That's just below us there. Maybe RSI showing signs of toppling a little bit here, and it's maybe getting a tad oversold, but well, an untouched daily pivot, a break of the 21s. This is a trend line across the top there. Could see us coming back for that. In this current market and climate, maybe the odds are slightly less. In terms of my thoughts, the odds are slightly less, although the probability obviously stays the same. But there is the probability that could be hit. But it needs to break through that 21 first, but it's probably not a massive move in that. If it does go, let's just check. Oh, 30 pips. So I mean, if you can get 20 pips of that 30, there's a possibility, but I'd need to see it break the 21 to the upside for it to be looking for that. Alternatively, it could still come back and test these lows again and push on. The pivots are relatively pinched. Not massively actually, but there is a bit of a pinch there, so could come down towards that S2 area. Okay, that's pretty. Oh, I didn't look at the Canadian dollar. Goodness, no surprise where that was going. Again, continue weakness of the Canadian dollar as the US dollar pushes on up to the monthly R1 already. It's taken out the did this yesterday morning, I believe. Took out those prior highs there. It's you've got to go back for many years, over 10 years, to get to these sort of levels. Not helps if you just bring oil into play. Not helped by the price of oil actually breaking that support level of $33 there and heading off, well, as I suspected, for the $30 mark. So much as I say, for all these people that were suggesting that the oil price is going to bounce now. You keep on reading people; they just want to find the bottom, and reality will find the bottom when it's made a clear bottom and starting moving up. But for now, this looks weak, and hence we're seeing the Canadian dollar continuing its drift there as it's so correlated. Monthly pivots and all that are below, but well, I think it's a tad on the meaningless side. We've got the daily pivot below. If we did start seeing a bit of a rally in the price of oil, we could see the Canadian dollar come back towards that sort of area. But again, it would need to break those 21 moving averages for me to be really interested. And then have we got much meat on the bone after that? Again, it's 30 odd pips, so if we can get 20 pips from that, that could be interesting. But I need to see a change in direction. It's not one of those I want to be trying to sell it to sort of find the ultimate top. A bit of a confirmed move. That's it for me. News-wise today, there isn't a significant amount of news today because we've got non-farm payrolls tomorrow. Let's just check on Thursday. We've got the Aussie employment figures have already been out. Say there's nothing significant. Of course, we've got the 12 o'clock Bank of England meeting, the MPC meeting at 12 o'clock, where we'll see the votes, etc., and the decision. It's all expected to stay untouched. So maybe a bit of volatility around 12 o'clock, but not a lot expected from there. Then just the weekly unemployment claims at 1:30. Now, because it's the week of the non-farm payrolls, sometimes at 1:30 these unemployment claims get a little bit more of a reaction than they would do on any other week. So it's just to watch for that a little bit at 1:30. So there we go. Relatively quiet. I don't expect a massive move around the Bank of England data, although the voting and the rhetoric or any comments made in the minutes, because we do get the minutes now at the same time, that may see some volatility, I guess. Right, that's it for me. Have a great day. Bye for now.